Hello everybody, welcome back to a new series of Crash Bash. One of my pretty much favourite games, I suppose you could say, from, I don't know, it's back on the PlayStation 1 actually, this game is. I'm just going to say now, apologies if the music's pretty loud. I have no other way to make it quieter. It's just because we're using a Epsxe Emulator. It's an emulator for PlayStation games and all that jazz. And I've got a PS3 controller plugged into the computer, so we can play all this stuff. Character. Which character should we play? Dingodile. So this game is pretty much it's like Crash Bandicoot. We'll skip that. With a load of mini games in, I suppose you could say, just using all these characters. And the idea is what you have to do is you have to go through each stage, 2, 3, 4 stages, and then you go on to a boss which requires a certain amount of things. So we need 4 trophies for this. Okay, so if we go over here, press a button to start on it. If we win that, we'll get a trophy, and there's options for gems and crystals and all sorts of relics and things. But that's more advanced in the game, I suppose you could say. So what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to go through a big recording session. There's the rules. If you look at the controls quickly, see now how I'm playing it. And if anyone does actually want to find out how to play or how to download this, just send me a YouTube message and I can get in touch with you and we can just sort of arrange something for you. It will require about 2 programs, including a PlayStation or Xbox controller, or a PlayStation 2 controller if you can find an adapter. But yeah, that's pretty much it, what it would take. But okay, onto the game. So we're playing one of the mini games currently on the first level. What we need to do is just need to pretty much complete all these mini games. You need to get 3 silver trophies for a gold trophy, as you'll see very soon when I win this. All I pretty much need to do is win this game pretty much 3 times. It can be a bit repetitive, but obviously if I split it up into episodes, it'll be less repetitive for you. It'll be okay for me because I love this game so much. I think I've had 4 or 5 copies of this game over a few years back when I used to play on the PlayStation and all that jazz. So it's one of them games I don't think I will get very bored of, to be honest. The levels do get extremely hard, and this game's recommended for 3-year-olds and above. And if I could see a 3-year-old completing any of these levels, I'll be very surprised. I mean, completing the game, I'll be very surprised because it's very difficult. Okay, so we've got our first silver trophy. We need 3 of them to get a gold one, and then that gold one go towards the boss, which is Papa-Pumor. So to be truthfully honest with you guys, I've only ever completed this game once. Back when I was 10, I think it was, on the PlayStation 2. This is a PlayStation 1 game, but back when I was 10 I completed it once. So yep, obviously it was quite hard then, so hopefully we can complete this in just under, I'm thinking 30 episodes is a target we need to go for. But you can't really guess this, and we need to save our progress every now and then just in case I have corrupt recordings and all this stuff. So the thing with this emulator is it's not the most reliable thing. It will crash randomly without saying. So I think I'm going to do half an hour, save, and then carry on again. So I'm actually not recording this at 720p, but it will be a 720p video, as brother and I have sorted out like a background border thing for the edges of this. So it's pretty much, it looks more interesting instead of just having big black bars either side of the video. So we're just sort of making this, I don't know, more interesting. Making it more professional, that's the word. And I will be making, if I can remember, I will be making thumbnails for this as well, like all my other videos. Okay, not doing the best. So we've won 2 silver trophies now, so we just need another one. You will find out throughout this series I just chat a lot of shit. I just sit here and spout nonsense for about an hour and a half straight. So you just gotta enjoy the spouting of the shit while I do this. Yeah, I think you'll be too immersed into the game, to be honest, because it's such a good little mini. I think of it as a mini game, to be honest, but it's such a good little mini game that you don't really need to listen to me that much. I'm just sort of here to inform you and keep you sort of, if you don't catch on with the rules that easily, I can just sort of be here to let you know what's going on. So, and I do believe that's 5 levels, which makes 5 bosses and a lot of trophies. I think it's a total of like 28 trophies or something ridiculous like that. And then obviously you've got as well as your 28 trophies, I think there's there's up to 28 relics, 28 crystals and 28 gems. I think you pretty much need to collect everything from this whole game essentially just to get to the final boss. So it makes 6 bosses I think in total, or 5 bosses then 1 big boss like you do usually in a game. Oh no, I don't want to lose this. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so hit. There you go. He's won 1 silver one now. What the game engine does, the computer will crank up how hard it is for the other players how hard the other players will be. How do I explain this? Okay, so the computer makes the opponents more difficult when you win more trophies. So we just gotta pretty much just get a bit more skilled as we go along and stop spouting complete shite and focus on the game. So there may be quiet bits. Right, okay, so I know there's 8 characters. I will be playing against these 3 throughout the whole competition, plus the bosses. Again, there's 8 characters. There's Crash, Mrs. Crash as I call her, Mrs. Crash Bandicoot. Then there's Tiny, who's the big ass guy with the big ass teeth. I don't know how to explain him. We saw him at the start, as I would think I was picking characters. It was the 3rd one along on the top, if you want to just go back, flick back to that. Then there's this person, there's Cortex, Neo Cortex at the top. Then there's his, this sort of like his mutated brother, we call him Phil, or something like that. Or I think it was Neo Cunt or something. Me when I was 10 calling someone Neo Cunt, brilliant. Okay, lost that one as well. Cortex, Neo Cortex. And then the mouse on the 3rd one down is Carl. And then the monkey is called Rella Rump, or something ridiculous like that. He doesn't really say anything, he just sort of makes really retarded monkey sounds. So I called him Rella Rump, I think it was. This guy seems to be a problem here on my left. The guy on the right's just letting them all in, so that one came back at me, that's bad. So the idea is if I get like a 3 or 4 point lead, so they've let in more balls than I have, that's the general aim you want to go for at the start of this game. So they're all lower than you, so you've got an advantage when it comes down to the final 2. Sometimes when it comes down to final 2 you're on awkward angles and you've got to try and direct balls in certain directions, and it's not obviously the easiest thing to do, so you got to focus on that quite a bit later on in the game, in this game type anyway. So the other game types are completely different to this, so yeah, don't expect me to just be playing this kind of game type with like different colours every time. Okay, so this isn't good. I know I'm ahead still, but I still want a 3 or 4 lead. So I've only got 1 lead against the mouse on my right, which is Carl. You'll pick up the names as you come along. So Don't you worry. Damn it. Okay, he's let one in. Okay, he's out. This one's easiest now. There we go. Ugh, I won. There we go. 3 silver trophies. Gets me a gold trophy. So, just in case recordings do mess up, I am going to stop and start recordings after each level. My computer's just gone to sleep. It does that with the emulator. It doesn't recognise that I'm using the mouse, so it'll sleep. So, thanks for watching the first episode, guys. We'll see you in a second.